Hi, welcome to AFTV. Wait, what did Sorry. Let's go. Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for player ratings. I've got Turkish with me. Let's start from the back. The goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, and at the end of the game today as well, he was superb with us as the fans. But let's go to what did you give him today for ratings?
Yeah, definitely at the end. You see his character and his passion and the engagement with the fans. That is something. Obviously you want the performances and the results too. But with Aaron Ramsdale so far this season, he's been a great buy. The performances keep on coming, and today was another one. It was quiet up until we went down to 10 men, and then from where I was, which was the other side of the pitch, it looked like he made a good few saves or a few of those kind of shot crosses. He was getting rid of them, getting hands to them. He was wasting time when he needed to. Listen, at the end of the day, when you're down to 10 men away from home, you're going to need to do these things.
Yep.
So all in all, I say 8 out of 10.
Yeah, good. We like that. Let's go to Cedric. I'm a big fan of Cedric, but some fans didn't agree that he didn't have a good game. But let me ask you, what do you give him today?
No, he had iffy moments, but I think overall, none of those iffy moments cost us a goal. None of those iffy moments really caused us much concern. And I think overall he was decent. He was part of a defence and a team that didn't concede away from home against Wolves. I know Wolves are not the most free scoring side, but Tomiyasu's a big loss because we love him. So it's good that Cedric can step in and we can still be resolute, and he's a part of that. So for Cedric, I'd say I think 6 is harsh. 7 is probably fair.
Thank you. I agree with that, Turkish. Let's go into the centre backs. Benjamin White. Let's start with him.
Probably a candidate for man of the match as well.
Yeah.
He was solid overall. Clearances, blocks, playing at the back. He 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Yeah. Another solid performance from him. Another great buy so far.
Yeah, fair enough. And let me go to Gabriel, my captain. You saw me all the way through the game looking over at you like, my captain. Yeah. Gabriel, man of the match today. What do you give him though?
Another one that, he's coming into his own in terms of his character and the way he is, the way he engages with some opposition players now. It's not the first time this season, but he gets into it, if the fans are on his back. He doesn't really care. It looks like he thrives under that. Yeah. There was a moment he just randomly dropped down from where he was sitting, and there was nothing really in it, but I think it riled up the Wolves crowd and he loved it. And overall, again, similar to Ben White, another candidate for man of the match. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Let's go to Kieran Tierney for you.
Decent. I expect more from Tierney overall, but similar to Cedric, part of a defence that didn't concede away from home. And by more, I just mean more of an attacking threat. I think this season, Tierney hasn't been the most consistent in terms of the performances we've come to expect from him attacking wise. Yeah. But defensively, again, he done his job. He's a captain to be, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's always giving you minimum 7s and 8s. Yeah. It's very rare you'll give Kieran Tierney a 5 or a 6. So again, today I'd say 7.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say we're going to give him a 5 or 6 or 7. No. Let's go into the midfield. Let's start with Granit Xhaka.
Good performance. He got the yellow card and conceded a free goal near the end of the first half, but we didn't concede from it, and he was part of a team. Again, I'm going to keep on saying it, away from home, a clean sheet for Arsenal Football Club, who from away from home in recent years haven't been the best, to say the least. I'll give Xhaka credit today.
Yeah, stayed on the pitch as well.
Stayed on the pitch as well. Him and Partey, both yellows in the first half, both causes for concern. When substitutions were made, I was curious as to why maybe there was not more protection from them, but they done what they had to do. Their experience showed, and they didn't cost us with another yellow. That happened to someone else, but we'll talk about that later. So Granit Xhaka for me, 7. Okay, 7. It's not my player ratings, but we're going to move over to Partey. I was disappointed with Partey today, and I have been disappointed of recent with him, but I'm going to be intrigued to hear what you say. What would you give him today? Yeah, grew into the game, I'd say. Grew into the game. Early first half, yeah, I see what you're saying. And when I say grew into the game, it's still not the Thomas Partey I expect. Yeah. It's actually far from it. Even the recent credit he's been getting in recent weeks and months, yes, better, but I've watched Thomas Partey at Atletico Madrid, so I'm still expecting more. Right. Today he grew into the game again. Next to Xhaka, done well. Xhaka probably did better in my opinion. 6 out of 10 for Partey. I agree with that. Let's go to Mikhail Arter. He seemed very annoyed when he come off. Spoke to some fans today, and some of them criticised his performance due to the level we expect of him. I'll be intrigued to hear what you have to say on Mikhail Arter's performance today. Worked hard though. That's the thing about Mikhail Arter. Even if he's not producing the goods up top, goals and assists and whatnot, he still works hard. He's still an outlet. He's still one of our main causes for concern for other teams. And that's what he did. He still was a cause for concern.
Yeah.
It's just that, like you said, we are starting to expect more from him. But we should also realise he's still young. He's not, we have to be patient with these players. So for me, Saka, I think he done well today. He was upset he came off, and it was evident. But at the end of the game, he came over to the fans. He gave it the little, he come over that. Who doesn't? Who's not vexed with being subbed?
True.
From Premier League to Championship to Sunday League, Saturday League, everyone's vexed with being subbed. So I get that. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, fair. Martin Odegaard for you?
I think he had a good game.
Yeah.
I think knitted it well together in the first half with Saka. There were some moments there. They, intricate 1-2s, moving into space, creating problems. But overall, Odegaard's had better performances. But I think today he still deserves some credit. Part of our transition. He's composed in moments that very few players at Arsenal would be composed at. It's similar to where Mesut Ozil was, more in his prime when he had his heyday at Arsenal. And the ball comes to him, it's like things slow down.
Yeah.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Okay, let's go to Gabriel Martinelli. Another red card. What do you give him for today's performance?
The red card was a weird one. I still haven't seen it back, so I don't really know what happened.
I don't think anyone really understands what happens. It was got 2 yellow cards for 1 or 2 incidents. I don't know, it didn't stop the play.
It looked like the ref was walking over to give him 1 yellow, but either he kicked the ball away, he wasted time, and then the ref gave him the yellow and the red. Yeah. But obviously, if Martinelli had the first yellow already produced, would he have done that? But at the same time, don't be silly. Yeah. I know you're young, but don't be silly. Like Arteta's talked about it, that's 15 red cards under his management so far. So it's something that needs to be worked on. Luckily, in that position, I think we're all right because Emil Smith-Rowe's there, and to be honest, Nicolas Pepe, we can always integrate him back somehow, hopefully. So I think we'll be all right. He only misses 1 game, that's Brentford at home, which we should be all right with. But obviously against Burnley at home, we didn't really do our thing. So we'll see. Hopefully we build on this one. Martinelli, 5.
Yeah, 5. Let's hope for no more red cards. Got more red cards and goals this calendar year. Let's go to Lacazette for you.
Poor.
Poor?
Yeah, poor. A couple of headers in the first half he didn't really connect with. And that chance, when we went down to 10 men and we're 1-0 up and they just had the goal disallowed, that chance fell to Laka. I was looking at the linesman first to see if it's offside. It wasn't. Acres of space. And my man hit it like a yard or 2 wide from where I was sitting anyway. I haven't saw it back, but it looked like it was clean wide. Not good enough. He missed a chance against Burnley, he missed a chance against Liverpool. He's missed chances before. I remember the Europa League quarter-final last year. He was 1-on-1 from like 30 yards out, bearing down on the keeper, hits over the bar. I don't know, Laka brings something. And if you ask me Laka or Eddie, it's going to be Laka every day of the week. But at the end of the day, we've got to move on from both. Poor. 4. It has to be a 4 because even though it didn't cost us, your job as a striker is to bang goals. I know the other things are great.
He got an assist.
Yeah.
But does that change anything for you? Does it change anything?
Nah, I think it was a poor game.
Okay, you spoke about Eddie Nketiah there. He come on. Let's go rattle through the subs quickly. Eddie Nketiah for you.
It's hard to rate him. He didn't have enough minutes. So with default.
Emil Smith-Rowe.
He had some good runs, He was an outlet for us.
Oh, yeah, there was that one.
He
ran by himself. And
yeah. That's what I want to see from my striker, not from. But listen, he done his thing. He took on in the end, 4-5 Wolves man bearing down on him, and he got into the box, ran out of legs. But that's not what we know Emil Smith-Rowe for. But he's growing, developing well. He's coming off the bench, having an impact. I think. Off the bench, I think he done well today. 6-7, I guess. Yeah,
6-7.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go to the last sub. Rob Holding, come on, slotted in. Made many headers when he come on.
Yeah, I can't lie to you. Rob, my man cleared the ball at least 5-6 times when I was there looking at it. It might be more, it might be less, but I think it was at least 5-6 times. And that's what you want. When you go down to 10 men, you bring a centre-back on, the ball's coming into the box, and they've got good providers. They've got people that are very technical and, So between Ramsdale, between Ben White, Gabriel and Rob Holding when he came on, we managed to hold a clean sheet. So Rob Holding for me as a sub, I said 6-7 for Emil. I'd probably say 7-8 for Rob Holding. It's 8, let's say 8.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Let's go to Mikhail Arter, the manager today. What do you rate him?
With the lineup is the lineup. Yeah. I think everyone expected that lineup.
Well, he could have put Ben White in right back instead of Cedric and put Rob Holding in. Do you give him credit for that?
Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, Arteta, this seems to be a common denominator this season. In difficult moments, the team pulls out a result or results. It happened after the first 3 losses. It happened again after, Everton, Liverpool, United away. And after January, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch too, we needed a win today. And I don't put the 10 men thing down to Arteta, especially today with Martinelli. Was between him and the ref. I don't know who to blame more, but I don't put it down to Arteta. I think Arteta done everything well today. Maybe aside from being Pepe on, but at the same time, I get it. You're winning 1-0. You're down to 10 men. He doesn't trust Pepe with 11 men on the pitch, so it's hard to see him bring him on with 10 men. So Arteta for me gets a 10.
10 like that, yeah.
1-0 away from home. I didn't expect to even take a point. 10.
Okay, let's go to, you spoke at the ref there. Let's go to Michael Oliver today. Brandon's got brandished a lot of cards today.
Yeah, again, at the beginning he let things go early. There was a moment it looked like Xhaka was going to get a yellow, but because he had let other fouls go, Xhaka got the benefit of the doubt too, which I respect. I think there's not enough of that in the league. I think you got to let things go a bit. It's far too protected sometimes, and it's only getting worse. So I rate that, but then all of a sudden things change, and the Martinelli incident, and overall, the max I can give a ref is 5 because they're all piss poor, really. If a ref has a good game, it's probably because there wasn't a big decision to be made. Do you get what I'm saying? More often than not, that's the case. Yeah. Especially in the league in the past few years. That Martinelli thing. Be quicker with your. If you're going to give him a yellow, pull out the yellow.
It was I believe it was his first incident. I don't know if it was, but I'm sure it was his first incident, and that was. It obviously was 2 incidents, but I think it was his first talking to the ref, and it ended with being a red card.
Yeah. Listen, I'll give him a 3.
Okay, 3. Let's round off and just give the rating stay for the fans.
Yeah, Wolves Stadium is weird for the fans because it's stretched out across the bottom tier rather than the usual away end, which is like bottom tier, top tier, middle tier, whatever, and you're more, you're more capable of making noise. The fans were good today, positive, singing, louder than the Wolves fans, that's for sure. Yeah. The banter was there as always. I think the fans 10 at the end. You could see all the fans stay after what it meant to them. The players. Yeah, I think the fans deserve a 10.
All right. Well, that's it for the player ratings. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know your player ratings in the comments below. And we'll see you next time. Peace.